Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to the Williams Road to Glory. Yes, it's been a little while, but we returned today. 5 races to go of the season, and as you can see in the championship, Max Verstappen still with a 70-point lead at the top of the table. We're still locked into battle with Lando Norris and a resurgent Fernando Alonso, who picked up some big points in last weekend's race, but 5 races to go of the season. This is obviously the second of our back-to-back sprint races. If you're new around here and you aren't already, please do make sure you get yourself subbed as well. We've taken some grid penalties before we dive into this weekend, so we're going to be starting the main event from the back. But yeah, we've got, I think, 74 laps of COTA. It might be 75, it might be 76. I don't know. You'll know the actual answer in the title of the video. Right, let's roll this, chat. Let's roll. Have we got enough R&D to do another upgrade? Apparently we've got... Oh yeah, we've got all these that we need to do. I mean, there isn't going to be a Season 2 of this series, but may as well try and do all this anyway. Make Williams great again. Maybe we'll sim like Season 2 or something. Do something like that. Danish Dynamite as well. Thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome on in. I'm still aiming, chat. I reckon this year... We still... I reckon we can... If F124 is a good, fun game that gets a fair amount of interest, Oh, Bradson's redeemed sunglasses, man. Where are they? You horrible, horrible person. For God's sake, man. I'm going to wear these all night. Oh, man. They genuinely hurt my eyes when I finish it. Like, it's not wise. Oh, it's 75 laps of COTA. So I got the math wrong on that one as well. I would just do this as the sprint, but you know I've got to be good. It is a dry weekend though, luckily, which is fantastic, because that was the other thing that I was scared about. Well, it's the next race. That's the whole point, and I guess we all say that sprint races aren't real races. So I guess we're wearing it for the long haul tonight. Luckily. Obviously, we did COTA a couple of days ago, if I remember. So...
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
What setup am I going to use here? Mexico. Mexico's actually less downforce on this game than COTA. So basically, the key at COTA is just run really, really high wing. Like, ridiculously high. So yeah, that's going to be fun. You can get away with low ride height, though, and things like that. Yeah, well, we'll try that, first of all. Yeah, chat, Bradson has very much used his points wisely there. That is a lot of sunglasses for the stream tonight. But as I was saying... Oh, we've only got 5-place grid drop. That's not too bad. I guess because we only obviously took the one part, it's not the end of the world. I was tempted just to lob all of them in, but we might do that if we have like a bad qualifying somewhere, because I don't really want to start COTA at the back of the field. But yeah, we've only got 5 rounds to go of this series. It's weird, so I've finished now the last race of the F123 career mode from Brazil. A 3-way title fight between myself, Norris and Bottas. It's a banger, which I think I'm going to release on Friday. I've done a couple of videos extra... Oh, great. I've done a couple of videos extra of the F1 Championship Edition career mode as well. I can't wait for that series to be done. I just don't want to play that game. And then, obviously, the F1 99 career mode, we're like halfway through. So it's just very, very weird, of course, that we are just ticking off a lot of stuff right now. Because, of course, all eyes kind of now are towards F1 24. So, obviously, next week, Gary and I have got the season finale of Co-op. And then after that, you might find that we get a couple of weeks with 2 RTG videos or something like that. I haven't quite decided yet. I need to have a look at my calendar. Lewis did not get away with a low ride height last year, but luckily we don't have to do Parc Ferme. Or we won't, sorry, be investigated after the race. So I forgot as well that this series on strict track limits, so we've got to be careful. Ooh. Down to Grove next week. Oh, good luck, sir. what would you say is fast in terms of AI difficulty? I mean, I run 104. But I'd say ultimate AI, anything from 100 up, is pretty good going. I know people that run higher. I know people that run lower. Exactly. It's well worth it, Bradson. It's a fantastic facility. I really like it down there. Reese's Pieces with a bit as well. Thank you very much, mate. I will try and tune into Williams Esports next week. I'm actually away most of next week. So next week, for example, we're only going to get one stream, sadly. Which is going to be, obviously, co-op finale on Monday night. Because then on Tuesday night, I actually go on holiday for a few days. So I'm taking a little quick break before F1 24 releases. Watch along with Last 212. Last 212 is coming on holiday, so maybe we'll sit down and watch it. I breathed air today. That is good going, sir. IRL streaming Last 212. It's been discussed. We've said we might do some IRL streams once we've got a house. Lucas, welcome on in, mate. I'm doing well, thanks. Hope you are as well. The sunglasses do not help, chat. I promise you that. I just don't want to know how many streams I'm going to have to keep wearing these for. Like, oh, Magnussen, hello. What? I genuinely don't think I go outside of track limits there. Let's slow this down. Can we slow it down at all? Let's have a look at this. So Magnussen locks up. I open up the steering. Do we go over? We're on the white line there. Oh, I guess, yeah, we do. We do just trim it, don't we? Ah, that's a shame. We'll go like that. It's. I think the thing is, of course, like with. It's always one of those weird things, obviously, when you kind of get, like. Because, again, it's not something that obviously 99.9% of people don't have to think about. But, of course, getting, you know, a partner on social media like that, of course, when it's not like, you know, you post a picture of each other on your Instagram every 2 weeks or something like that, of course, it is different for me. Because, of course, social media is my job. But we've kind of said, yeah, we might do a little bit of stuff in the future, that kind of thing. But we don't know for sure yet. We'll wait and see what happens. My favourite one is where you see like those posts from people going like, you know, we're going to be together forever. And then suddenly 2 weeks later they've broken up. Like, I genuinely believe there is a direct correlation between how much you post someone on your social media. Like, I reckon the more someone posts their partner on social media, the more likely they are to break up. Genuinely. Like, there's got to be some kind of correlation, because normally it's people that are more insecure in their relationships. Right, well, there we go then. Race sim run is done. Decent lap time, actually, on the final one. Can we call it X last 212? If that scenario ever came to light, which I hope it doesn't. X last 212, but I mean X last 212 or X 212, I don't know. It's not really something I want to think about, to be honest, but there we are.
In this program, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently through the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
So, ultimately, I feel like this also should be quite a good track for us. It's not one of the AI's best. They're quite... Actually, they're not even particularly good over one lap. And obviously, the way you can set the car up with such high downforce is a bit like COTA. The AI just don't really do the same thing, so it can be quite OP. Well, good morning, Brunton. I'm doing well, thanks, mate. Hopefully you are as well. 212 wedding. Now, that is definitely a while away. Like, it's mad to kind of like think about that kind of thing.
Program complete and a job well done.
So the reason I'm wearing the glasses is because someone used 15 or is it 25,000 channel points, which basically means I have to wear glasses throughout the entirety of the next race. Hence this. Which, yes, it does really mess up my eyes when I take them back off. Like, because obviously, funnily enough, they kind of make the screen a bit of an odd colour. But yeah, it's a little bit... I did that yesterday as well. People apparently are just banking their points up at the moment. I'm surprised they're not waiting for F1 24. Because that obviously means then when all the video... like, loads of videos when they go out at the start of the game, people are going to be able to enjoy it then, but... By the by, I mean, Toast could probably afford to make me wear sunglasses for about the next year and a half. Just non-stop. I mean, basically, your extremely judgmental extended family. I would describe that as... I think that, yeah, that's probably the perfect description. So this is the only program that I'm a little bit nervous about. But honestly, Sector 1 is basically probably going to decide it. We can just get through here pretty tidy. Oh, not like that, we don't. So, as well, obviously, track limits as we go through the race is going to be horrible. Like, just putting that out there immediately. I'm not looking forward to that. I feel if we can get into a good rhythm, we should be okay. But it is just trying to get into that good rhythm. Can I get a refund and you can take them off? 180,000 channel points, bro, is mental. Absolutely mental. No! Aw, it's a good job I allow rewinds in practice. Mainly, I mean, the only reason I do allow the rewinds in practice is just because, let's be fair, none of us can be bothered to watch me attempt programs just over and over and over. Come on, Hulkenberg, move. Move! Ah! What is that? We literally go down the inside and he just continues to turn in on me. Right, let's try it again. There we go. Hulk learned to back out of that one. It's just so weird. It's like, you still get those weird little AI quirks on this game. Like, you feel you know everything that the AI do, and then occasionally they still surprise you. Anyway, out the final corner. There you go. Green score.
Right, that's the end of the program. Box this lap so we can analyze the data. Box this lap.
So, we've got a problem here. Was one that was used mainly on F1 22. It doesn't really work on F1 23, unfortunately. But it was basically that someone could try and time it during a race, and I would think that I've got a mechanical failure. Because it happened a lot on F1. It happens a lot on every F1 game I ever play. I get so many mechanical issues. But yeah, that was basically what that one is. It's just like a little soundboard app. I need to add some more to that for F1 24. But I don't know what. Alex looking quick. And apparently I've set no lap time at all. Oh, there we go. 1.4 seconds clear. That's pretty mental. Yeah, we haven't got much straight line speed because we're using a very high downforce setup. But Hey-ho. Right, oh, predictions chat. I do actually need to take the sunglasses off to see my keyboard. That is the one thing I do have to take them off for. Now you just get an engine failure out of nowhere. It's really sad. Like, I wish they'd done it properly again. And I get that, like, some people go, oh, well, it's not realistic. You don't get warnings when an engine goes IRL. This isn't IRL. I just want a warning. Right, chat. I'll try and remember how I do this. Here we go. You got, we'll give you 2 minutes. If you're on YouTube, just tell me. If you're on Twitch, you can vote some points now and see where I end up qualifying here. Get your votes in, ladies and gents. I think we've got 3 qualifying sessions, haven't we? So that's fun for everyone. Swift Arena, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. I'll probably end up last, yeah. I was 1.5 seconds up in free practice. I will end up last in qualifying. Ugh. Ugh. How much subs have you got on YouTube? Like 120? I think we just ticked over 126k now, which is mind-blowing to think about. I couldn't do it without you guys. Right, so 30, yeah, say our free practice time then was pretty competitive here. If we're only aiming for 33s. I thought the AI would be down into 32s, honestly, for qualifying, but we'll wait and see what we can do first lap. I mean, the best way if you want to get Toast to a milli is, like, just bet on, if Toast just bets on me DNFing every time, and everyone else just votes on, like, random ones. Right, anyway, Q1 then, here we go. This first lap, hopefully, is just going to be a bit of a banker, but hopefully we'll see us straight into Q2. Don't really know. Everyone else has been able to do a representative, so hopefully it's just a good time. As every time we come back to this series, I forget that Nick DeFries is still in this game. I would love to know just how few saves that are still used have Nick DeFries in them. That's the line we need through there. Purple Sector 1. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. When you get it hooked up, COTA is a very, very satisfying circuit. But it is just getting it hooked up is the problem. P12, you reckon? Oh, you meant YouTube subs. Sorry. I think 1 mil is a very, very long way away. I would love to get there one day. But I think the F1 game kind of needs to advance as well. If that was ever going to be the case. Like, I guess Arrow's getting there, isn't he? Ben, I think, is slowly starting to pick up again, hasn't he, more recently? I know throughout, like, most of F1 22, he basically just didn't move. But I think, you know, given another couple of years, I think Arrow will get there. Ben might get there. After that, anyone else? I don't really know at the moment. 32.9 instantly, though. That's a pretty good lap time. We'll take that. Yeah, say it's a bit gutting, wasn't it, for DeFries that he never got a home GP. I think had Zandvoort been before this, like, say, for example, Zandvoort and Belgium had swapped, I think they probably would have given it to him. But yeah, they just didn't want to, obviously, keep him on after the summer break for no reason. So I'm hoping that's us safely into Q2 instantly. Well, I mean, how far up are we? 3/10. We are fastest in all 3 sectors, but admittedly by not much in any of them. So the AI here are pretty quick. Yeah, that's pretty good. They even got even quicker, though. Does Arab deserve it? Sorry, when I say Ben, I mean Tim at Marduk. There we go. Lewis got within a 10.5 in the end, so that's not bad going. 5 cars, 5 different teams inside your top 5. Did Albon make Q2? No, he didn't. P16. 1.1 seconds slower than me. I don't get how Albon seems to be so mediocre in this series. Both Alfa Romeos, though, do make it into Q2. Well, that's what I'm saying, Brunton. I think the F1 game has got to become a lot more popular for anyone to really get to a mil. I think sensibly. If you're just talking about strictly making F1 content. Well, Lewis now into the 132s. But you say, I think over time, though, as well. You know, I think what you got to remember as well, of course, is obviously there's always new people coming in. A lot of people just obviously won't unsub from someone either. So, hey, welcome in, Dark Law, mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I reckon give it another 2 or 3 years, Arab will get there. I guess, obviously, the F1 space is just a really, really odd little scene, though. Which I think a lot of people fail to understand, at least kind of in the English-speaking side. Because obviously you've got Ben and Arav, what, like 700k each. Then, who, really? Am I forgetting anyone glaringly obvious that's got, like, between 100 and 700k? Like, who's kind of in that gap? In terms of English speaking. Oh, it's not as good as Sector 1. Oh, Yarno op me, that's the one. I knew I was forgetting someone obvious. Yarno obviously has got like 500,000. So I knew there was definitely someone in that gap. Yeah, Yarno's got like 400k. Are there any of the other esports guys? When did Dr. Disrespect take over the channel? I'm not as tall. I don't think I don't think I'd ever watched a Twitch stream of his. Does he even stream on Twitch or is he on YouTube now or something? I don't really keep up with like streamer news. Yeah, Yarno I reckon has got potential to get to a mil. But he obviously plays a bit more different stuff nowadays as well. And, of course, he does the YouTube very, very different to most of the F1 content creators. Because, of course, he's got an editor. So he's basically just a streamer that gets his highlights posted for the most part. At the final corner, though, 32.8. So, again, we're fastest over Lewis. But the gap is getting smaller every single time. I'm friends. So Yarno, bizarrely, I've had Yarno on Discord genuinely now for like years. Like, I'm literally talking like pre him winning championships in F1 esports and that kind of thing. He only followed me on Twitter like 2 months ago, and it was completely out of the blue. And I was like, I don't speak to him or anything like that, because I guess obviously we just know each other inside the space. I have no idea how many subs Marcel's got. I see Super GT. I don't count as an F1 content creator, because obviously he mainly does like Gran Turismo and Forza and obviously IRL now. Because him and Jimmy Broadbent have got nearly a mil, and they're kind of like the two sim racing guys that are going to do it quite soon. So I think that's the other thing as well. Obviously, Brunton is obviously I got quite a lot of people in through shorts, which is kind of become a bit more popular now for other people as well, but certainly obviously still not to the same level as I do it. Which is obviously why I don't ever sort of argue against it, but the reason I probably got my sub count, of course, is from doing a lot of shorts as well. But yeah, you sort of think so. Obviously, you got Ben Arav, Yarno, and then it's kind of like, I guess, myself, Tom, Alex Gillen, and obviously a few other people here and there as well. That's the thing, like, I think sim racing will keep growing. But it's just obviously how much F1 kind of absolves that as well. But anyway, Q2 results. Verstappen is again terrible here. Down in P9. Ocon makes it in ahead of Piastri. Stroll out as well. But I guess obviously we're kind of ahead of him. So there's a bit of a mix-up as we move into Q3. And, well, half a second from myself to 9th. That Q3 lap is going to be really important. Don't get me wrong, like, I absolutely get why Arav is popular, but I don't enjoy that kind of content. But like I said, I totally get why other people do. And that's kind of obviously the thing, isn't it?
Right, we've lost telemetry. In fact, we've lost.
Like, I
information.
genuinely reckon
It's being
Gary
looked
does
into
probably
now,
one of the
so just
best
bear with us for a few
balances
minutes if you can,
between,
please.
like, Arab-style stuff and a lot of other people. Yeah, F1 is very much swung. Is Gary the top Canadian F1 streamer? I don't. We were talking about another guy last night. I think he's got like 30k subs or something. He's doing a Kimi Räikkönen with those glasses. I wish I had Kimi's charisma. Right. Well, we have got 2 sets of tyres though ready for Q3. Right. Let's do this. Like sim racing, yeah, I think is going to continue to go from strength to strength. Hamilton, 32.6, okay. So the benchmark is constantly getting lowered by the AI then, so at least we know what time we're aiming for. But obviously this first lap, we kind of do also want to get a banker. I'm kind of impressed that I haven't invalidated any qualifying laps yet, but I guarantee you I've just jinxed myself by saying that. And I didn't get a particularly good run out the final corner. Leclerc? Okay. 32.5 by Charlie, so times are getting faster, but we are 1/4 of a second up in Sector 1. Whoa, that was good. Don't run wide on the exit. Oh, I lost a bit of time there. That was good Sector 1, though. Shame we messed up the exit, the S's, but I always find it weird that the sector split is before the end of the S's. Like, I would much rather it's, like, under that gantry going down the hill. Just because it kind of gives you a better idea of what everyone's performance is actually like in each split. That was good. So we're not going purple at the moment, though. We're 200ths up on Lando Norris, who's also into the 32s. I don't think... I mean, that 32.5 is very quick by Charles. It's going to take a mammoth effort to try and beat that. But through final couple of corners. Down 1 gear, tip it in. Oh, there we go. That was good. Ooh. Oh, I've messed up that corner again. At the final corner, though. What's it going to be? How on earth did we do that? That lap felt awful. And somehow it's fastest.
Now the tank's pretty much empty.
Mathai, welcome on in, mate. I'm wearing the glasses because Bradson paid me 25,000 noggins to do it. What is your track in the game? I really like Qatar this year. Qatar's been such a fun addition. So, the gap to Leclerc, 6,000ths of a second, man. There's less than 2/10 covering top 3, but George is fastest in Sector 1. So we need to go out again and see if anyone else has improved. Exactly, Bradson. I think he kind of steers into that market. And, well, if you're getting a lot of sort of younger people into F1, then it makes sense. Right, ooh, it's going to be tight on time, though, to get out for a final run, but is anyone else improving? I don't believe they are, unless... Oh, Leclerc's gone faster. And I've invalidated my outlap, which doesn't matter. So we need another 10th here. Russell's gone quicker than me as well. So at the moment, we would be starting P3 for the sprint. Can we find anything extra? We're way too early at T1, but we might be able to get the run off the corner. Beautiful, 10th up. I'm going to bottle it at some point. That was good. We're still a 10th up. Okay, running a little bit of time there down at the hairpin as well. The gap is just all over the place at the moment. But yeah, see, we need pretty much 2/10 exactly, don't we, to try and beat Charles. Don't think we'll make up time down here. Yeah, a little bit cautious on the exit. hang out there. Nice. Oh, no. Bit of a lock-up, but we'll gather it up on the exit, hopefully. Yeah, and we'll get to carry the speed as well. That didn't work out too badly. This is going to be so close. If I bottle it now, I'm going to be gutted. Oh, that was nice. Come on. Pole position, surely. Nice and tidy through that final corner. Pole position, pole position! Yes!
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic
Woo!
drive. Bring it home.
That one genuinely felt good. Like, I'm genuinely happy with that one. I didn't think we were going to beat pole there.
We're all ready for
Congratulations if you voted
Before
pole.
we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Mr.
Point
Monaco,
2, I'm going to guess
and
Toast.
George Russell. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't
Yep,
worry,
Toast
we'll be
gains
back
2.4k,
tomorrow
of
as
course.
We head into the Grand Prix.
Of course he does. Oh, man. But there we go. Yeah, 10th up on Charles in the end. Russell also improved. Sainz, so it's myself, Ferrari, Mercedes, Ferrari, Mercedes. Max Verstappen cannot qualify in this series, ever. P9 on the grid for him. Slower than Perez by quarter of a second. We don't see that often. And rather less surprisingly, Ocon slowest of anyone inside the top 10. Reese's Pieces, thank you for the bit as well, mate. I genuinely, chat, I thought we were going to throw that away towards the end. 1 bit for the pole. So you're telling me if I came last, I got 20 bits? Oh, man. Thank you very much, Zeus. To be fair, I do unironically quite like these sunglasses as well. Right. Sprint race predictions. That's what I knew I was going to the keyboard for something. If you get last, pay chat money. How would I go about paying chat? Like, 1 bit if I win. Okay. Oh, minus 20. Sorry. But yeah, get your... Oh, someone's already done it for me. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Are you doing full race or a sprint? We're doing both Queen of the Clouds. We're absolute mad lads around here. Welcome on in, though. Hope you're doing well. Hamler, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome on in. Oh, we are bagging R&D, chat. We get so much R&D in this series. No, pay chat, pay mods. Noted. All in on P1. I like it. I like it, Swift Arena. DJ, welcome on in, mate. I'm doing well, thanks. Hopefully you are as well. You've come at just the right time. We've got 75 laps of COTA ahead of us. Will you be in Create Series? Maybe in the future. I don't know yet. I just can't do Saturdays regularly. You've still got time to vote, Yorkshire Gamer, don't worry. I don't know why, chat, but I'm worried we're going to get a mechanical failure tonight. I don't know whether it'll be the sprint or the real GP, but I just feel like a mechanical failure is due.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Mr. Monaco lines up
Look at that.
pole position.
Look at that,
And
pole
it's Charles
position.
Leclerc
You love
in
it.
P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have
I have... To be fair, I said that in Qatar and we didn't get a mechanical issue there.
Perez, Fernando Alonso,
We just didn't quite have the pace. Which we... Again, this car is very good over 1 lap, but struggles a bit more in the
Oscar
race.
Piastri, Gasly, Stroll, Bottas, Joe, Albon,
I don't normally jinx myself.
Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Tsunoda, and Nick
I hope so, Luke, but I know nothing more than you do at the moment, mate. Being completely honest, I have not had access to the game. I can't tell you when footage for the game is going to be coming out. I'm exactly in the same position. Caleb, welcome on in, mate. Hope you're doing well. 10 subs if you get an engine failure in the race. I've never wanted an engine failure more, Smurf. T1 is going to be scary. T1 here, the AI are just mental. I've never seen it recommend a pit stop in a sprint race. That seems... I mean, can you double soft it? You can. It reckons it's even slower, though. Why on earth wouldn't I just go mediums? That's very weird. Like I said, I've never seen that before. Right. Well, we'll keep a bit of spare fuel in the car because this thing is a bit thirsty. But 20 laps ahead of us then. To kickstart. Oh, I forgot I got formation lap as well, haven't I? I'm leading it. I've got to go.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap, please. We're loading the gears.
It's always good, chat, when my brain appears to have switched off before we've even started the sprint. Is that going to set us back to the start? Yes, it is. Oh, Russell, I'm sorry. Are we stuck here? Oh, there we go.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
Why doesn't it simulate everyone else going round? What is that? That's so broken. Oh, man. That's right. Let's do this thing, though. Everyone's on mediums. 5 red lights. Nice, and away we go. I've done better than Leclerc. Hamilton's got the best start of everybody, though. Up into P3 immediately. What? Leclerc? How are we still leading?
Damage, just watch out for it.
What is that? This game, man. Right, hopefully the underbody isn't going to cause us too many problems. I don't know if Leclerc got damaged. I don't believe so. He was like half a second behind me. He did like a Russell from last year on Sainz. But to me instead. Might have been the year before. What is this? Charles Leclerc is just... I mean, he's clearly seen a Williams in front of him and has gone, I need to get past that. Luckily, he can't yet. We'll use some battery. I feel like Alex Albon. Why did they race me so hard? As here comes Lewis as well. We have got no top-end speed. Oh, didn't want to do that, Lewis. What is this? Why are the AI so aggressive on lap 1, man? May as well return the favour. Oh, switch him. Switch him. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Why be unironically having a very good battle on lap 1? Thank you. Nice bit of a drift there, just to remind him who's boss. I reckon I have got Gary's mods on this game. It's the only way to describe it. But Leclerc already then with a 2-second lead by the end of lap 1. Alonso up into P5. So he's done well. We can't let Leclerc get away. I believe he got no damage from that, but somehow damaged my side pod. So I don't quite get how that works.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
I was too busy reading chat. I put all 7k points on the win. Okay, that will last you until we'll leave you. And Project Nelson Mandela beard will be gone. Don't remind me of the Nelson Mandela thing. Script says Matt 2 and 2 should win, but I bet the actor bottles. There's a fair chance.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
As long as we're quicker than Leclerc, that's kind of the big thing at the moment. And that we try and get Lewis out of DRS range. Those are the 2 bits I'm really hoping for at the start of this race. Right, there we go. We're definitely clear of Leclerc, though. Nelson Mandela, yeah, from Singapore, which was like 6 weeks ago now, because I'm terrible at streaming this series reliably. And genuinely, I think it's one of my stream highlights of 2024, and I know we're only in April. So I still reckon, chat, we aim for 10k Twitch followers by the end of the year. We've crossed over 6k now. I reckon 10k by the end of the year. Smurf always has inside knowledge. The other problem I have with wearing these sunglasses is I feel like I get even warmer. Because they are quite warm on your face. Hamilton isn't at a DRS though, so I'm worried I'm going to start dragging him closer to Leclerc. It is very, very wise wisdom that Smurf brings to the stream. See, this is the thing, where that radio message doesn't work on F123, I probably ought to get rid of that channel point. But it is quite funny for nostalgia's sake. I can't make you hot because you're already off the scale. I appreciate it, bro. Oh, Lewis again. AI trying to go for dives at T1. Yeah, the AI here are just, to quote Gary, are just goblins. It's the only way of describing them, as I really got to make sure I don't get warnings early on. So the AI around here will basically dive bomb you everywhere, if given the opportunity. We cannot get close to Charlotte at the moment. I have a suggestion, go faster. I will try that. You should try VR for F123, F124. I've tried VR on this game. I actually find it quite good fun. The only problem was my VR headset, for some reason, F1 won't record at a decent resolution. It just looks really, really stretched. Because I was going to do a VR series on this game. I actually had a couple, genuinely chat, going into F123, I actually had a couple of sponsors lined up as well to do a VR series on this game. It was going to be so cool. But yeah, I couldn't do it. Like, I've got an Oculus Rift S, which every other game in the world works fine for. F1, no, not for recording. Need you to up the pace. I get a +10 on my cool stat, but -10 on my speed stat. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, as Hamilton again tries to dive bomb me at T1. I don't know whether Lewis is quicker than Charles, whether we let it by and just use him. Oh, that's a warning. I mean, if we're going to get a warning, you got to make it worth your while. I didn't even get inside the DRS from that. Oh, damn it, man. ERS usage is good, though, here. You can charge up the battery a lot. Seriously, Matthew, I was going to do it, but it was so unbelievably stretched. Like, I could try and squash it back together, but I think I actually did try it, and it just didn't make it look any better. Like, because I did try and look through some other recording settings for it as well, but I think it's just like a Rift S problem. Let's say I would love still to do an F1 VR career mode at some point. I think it'd be so much fun. Right, now we're in the DRS of Leclerc, but Hamilton as well is closing in. I think, honestly, at the moment, Hamilton's probably the quickest of the three. I say that as soon as I set fastest lap. Yeah, maybe I'll do one on F124, because I quite like the idea of doing, like, a proper... Because the thing is, well, with VR, I would have to do shorter races. Like... Probably it would have to be a 35% series, just because I do get too warm and too dizzy doing much more than like 45 minutes. But I would love to do sort of like a proper journeyman F2 to F1, you know, start at a back marker and then try and get a better gig. I've done series with Cockpit View before, Alina. In fact, I've literally got one going on. I haven't done an episode in like 2 weeks. But the Lando Norris F124 career mode is cockpit cam. I need to go back to that series, I just haven't had the time recently. Like, I still have every intention of wrapping that up still. Here we go then, Charles Leclerc, switch him. He dives me, I dive him, return the favour, and squeeze him out, why not? Get in the bin, mate. And hopefully we can leave him and Hamilton to fight. Not convinced they will, but we can dream. Oh, that was close to another warning. Why didn't VR and F1 2020? Because F1 2020 doesn't have VR support. I think, was it F1 22? Whoa, Lewis! Lewis tried to dive bomb Sal and almost took me out. But it has got them out of the DRS, which is fantastic. The AI tonight are on something else, man. I've never known them to be this aggressive. Like, COTA is a notorious track for them. But that is insane. I don't think... I don't actually know if there was much contact at all. VR is... Actually, to be fair, it's not that difficult to set up. Recording-wise, it is. But just playing in VR is really, actually quite simple. But yeah, I feel like trying to do, like... Because you could get... I think it was F1 2021. There was, like, a modded version you could get that had VR support. And even that was still quite janky. So trying to then roll that back to F1 2020 and do classic cars with it would be scary, I think. Normal classic cars might work. But yeah, doing the modded classic cars with that seems like such an unbelievable headache you would not believe. But I think it would be cool in the future to do, like, all the way through F2, actually do, like, my own driver career mode in Formula 2 for a change. And then obviously go up into Formula 1 and do it all driver's eye. Because I'd try and do it as well so we had, like, no HUD or anything. So we'd have to just use the driver radio. Which would be really cool, I think, to do. Like, I think it was Pro Career back in, like, F1 2015 and 16 it was called. That would be the kind of series, though, I think I needed a video editor for. To try to, like, trim that down. Well, Hamilton is up to P2 then. Leclerc may be starting to struggle a bit. Maybe just overworked his tyres early on. But we have got a little bit of a margin, which is nice. So the F2 2023, like every year, basically the F2 2023 cars are going to be there from the start. F2 2024 is going to come to the game later on. I'm really nervous because I'm scared that it's going to come out really late this year. Because, of course, obviously the F2 car has been completely overhauled. And obviously I'm away for pretty much the entirety of December. And I really love doing an F2 career mode each year. But I'm worried I might not be able to do that. But we'll wait and see. Gary or Arava? Gary. Easy. Lewis Hamilton might still genuinely be on for an 8th world title in this series at the moment. He's got a mountain to climb to close it to Verstappen, but Max is doing terribly at the moment. That wobble you get through there sometimes when you over-rotate the rear is so scary. How do you learn the gears? For me, it's audio. I never look at the gears. I just pretty much solely base it on sound. Of course, then very quickly becomes muscle memory and things. Why can't they just push back the game release? Because I think you would be staggered just how few people will ever touch the Formula 2 cars. No, very, very few people play them. Very, very few people are actually interested in them. I love them. I think they genuinely provide better racing than the F1 cars most of the time. But not many people like playing them. More people than supercars, to be fair. But yeah. Oh, I thought that was another warning then. Right, we're halfway through this sprint race though. We're just trying to keep Lewis out of DRS at the moment, but I'm not convinced that's going to last for long. Thank you very much, Skiffy. I appreciate it. But yeah, there is also probably an element of... Obviously, they've got to get the game out. I am still a little bit surprised how early it's coming out this year. But I guess because the hype of F1 23 died down with the combination of the IRL season, I understand, obviously, that they want to try and get a return from it sooner this year. And I think the kind of new F1 23 was going to be a bit of a dud anyway. Although the handling model is fantastic, obviously the fact that there's been no meaningful career mode changes, like the fact they put all the emphasis on F1 World was such a bad decision, which everyone knew immediately. That would be really cool, Campbell. Again, I feel like each would be one of those things that you can turn on and off, but it would be quite cool occasionally. Say, like, just having like random little gremlins and stuff. Like, say you need your, say for example you got like an overheating engine or something, like you get Singapore sometimes, where the drivers need to pit for more air and that kind of thing. That would be really cool. I'm trying so desperately not to call a cut at the moment. Although we've done well this lap against Lewis. Favourite track in the game? COTA this year. Normally I'd say Spa. I reckon it probably will be again on F1 24 if they get the new scan right. But yeah, probably COTA. I've never even played ranked multiplayer. Because my whole thing is, if I want to do that kind of thing, then I'll just join a league. Like, I get why some people do use it, but I'd say I've never touched it. Genuinely, I don't think I've done it once on this game. But then again, I very rarely play online multiplayer that isn't a league race anyway. No one is too bad to join a League Swift Arena, I promise you. Flat spots, I think, is going to be such a cool feature. I think, well, Gary and I were talking about this last night. I think it's really going to make competitive racing so much better. I'm really hoping they're getting rid of all, like, the cheesy tactics that you've had to use for years. Oh, that's going to be a warning. No? I mean, I didn't gain anything from it, but often that gives you a warning still. Oh, damn it, that's a warning. Right, we've got no more warnings, chat. The bottles are happening. Unless I can get the gap over 3 seconds. So, like, the spamming down of the engine and that kind of thing. That's what I mean by, like, cheesy tactics. Things that you can do on the game that you could never do in a real-life car. Oh, yellows. Someone's got issues. That is Russell.
Okay, clear.
Russell looks to be out of the sprint, so back-to-back mechanical failures for him. I believe his engine blew up in Qatar, because I predicted it. Not reassuring for the Mercedes-powered cars, though.
Russell for you. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
My consistently plus my reliability not to destroy the car is awful. Oh man. It takes time to learn. It does take time to learn. But, as I always say as well, if you're... Oh, that's stupid. That's really stupid. If you're scared about crashing into other people, you're already the right kind of person for league racing. Because the amount of people that go in and don't even think about that kind of thing is alarming. Like, I know the first race in WRR I did, there was a guy in there who had, like, been going on for weeks about all these time trial times, and literally race 1 took me out. And he was, I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was at Spa, literally just ran me straight off the road. Went for a diving maneuver. And it was just terrible. And within like 4 weeks he was gone. Because he was just obsessed with how quick can I go over 1 lap rather than how do I race wheel to wheel. Focus, I need points. I reckon I can pull out another second before the end of this. And hopefully not get another penalty in the process. Be so careful with those little moments. Yeah, I reckon we can still get the gap, chat. Not when I drive like that, though. There's a lot of people that have no concept of space. I think that's why I've always said as well, like, it'd be good if the F1 game had a way more brutal damage model. Because then I think it would make people a bit more respectful. It'll never be perfect, of course, because it never is anywhere, but the only way you could ever make it perfect would be if people had to pay real money to fix the damage on their virtual race cars. That would be the only way it would ever work. Which, of course, is never going to happen. Like, imagine you sign up to an F1 race somewhere, have a crash at turn 1, and you're forced to pay out on a video game like £8 million because you took out half the field. I would go bankrupt. Gran Turismo 7 you ain't got to worry, because you'll be put with other people that can't race. Logan Sargent Simulator. To be fair to Logan, he doesn't often take other people out, he just normally has his own incidents. It's like, I was thinking about this a few weeks ago, like when we talk about Latifi, and sort of remembering how crash-prone he was. 2021 and 2020, it wasn't that bad. It was only really 2020 after Abu Dhabi was very, like, he was slow all the time, yeah. But it was only really after 2021 Abu Dhabi where he built up a reputation for actually stacking the thing quite often. He is good at taking the Williams out, though. I'll give him credit for that. This sprint race has weirdly gone by quite quickly. Like, I thought going into this, 19 laps here, that's a long old race, but it's been alright. We seem to be getting quicker as the race comes to a close. Ooh, am I under on fuel? No. We're not much over, though, on fuel. We're going to have to monitor that towards the end. Might need some lift and coast. But we've got... Oh, damn it. We got no more warnings. Beerman be cooking. That was so funny. He said that to me like on a pre-stream a couple of weeks ago. He was like, yeah, I've just finished my intro. Ollie Beerman's in the game. And I was like, who? Who on earth is Ollie Beerman? He went, is that not how you pronounce it? And I went, no. It's literally spelt bear man. Where did you get Beerman out of it? I don't genuinely reckon they would allow a Formula 1 driver with the name Beerman. I would just promote drink driving, surely. Imagine a cop pulls you over. Well, I saw Beerman on the TV do it, so I thought, why can't I? He did finally start calling me 212 rather than 212. When you next live, hopefully Thursday, I want to stream some F1 Manager, perhaps. Because we haven't done that in ages. I might do a bit of like a hybrid stream. But it might be just on Twitch. Because I might do some EAWRC as well. Because I forgot there's like a load of moments in the game that I fancy running through at some point. Which could be fun. But it'll probably be F1 Manager. Esteban Ocon Simulator. Ferrari or Alfa Romeo? Ferrari. Easy. Chat, I want a Ferrari. I found a Ferrari FF for sale that I want. 90 grand, which of course, yeah, is a lot of money for a car, but I really want it. 4 seats, so I can have kids still. Solitaire, I might finish off tonight's stream with some Solitaire, depending on how we get on. EAWRC on stream, a gift from the gods. That was one of the other games that I want to stream a bit more. Because we're slowly going to start rolling back the EAWRC content. I want to win the career mode still. I want to win Rally 1. But then after that, yeah, the career mode is definitely going to slow down a lot. To be fair, I think once I've won the WRC Championship, I might call it a day in terms of that series. Like, I still want to do clubs and stuff, but just the lack of change in career mode is getting quite boring at this point.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Thanks, Presto. I appreciate it, mate. They're definitely orange, like my car. This is what I said last week, how Thursdays now, obviously I'll only get to do this Thursday, and then I think I missed at least the next 2, sadly, because I've got various bits going on. But yeah, I kind of just want to use that as like a random stream night for a few weeks, before F124. Oh, Cam, don't talk to me about it. I had the worst run of my life. Video goes out tomorrow, it was beyond appalling. I think I was like second slowest of anyone so far. It was so bad. What? What is that? Okay, yeah, we're not winning this. That is the dumbest penalty I've ever seen. I was trying to catch the car from binning it. How many dumb penalties do I get on this game, man? There's no way we win this now. It's literally going to be try and bring up a podium. Get your bottle emojis in, chat. It was always going to happen. Thanks, Matt. 7k down the drain. I'm not going to give up. I reckon if Leclerc can get close to Hamilton... I mean, you were the one that voted on me winning. When does that ever happen? I can't remember the last race I won in this series. LH44, Super Merc Fan 44, thank you for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Right, we need 2 seconds in 2 laps, chat. To be fair, this lap we pulled out close to a second, even with the mistake. Oh, no. Oh, okay, that's alright. I thought that was mechanical then. But no, it's just DRS.
Your DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down. So
Luckily, it's shut, and it's not going to make a difference anyway, because I'm not earning any DRS off anyone, so... Thing is, I will be quick on the final lap, so we're going to need to get most of the time now. But we are pushing. Don't believe for a second, chat. I don't want to win this.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, come on, wheel spin. Come on, 5 seconds. Okay. There's a window here, and Leclerc's getting closer to Lewis. If they fight, this is surely ours for the taking. Come on, Charles, do good. I reckon if we can get this gap over about 5.3, 5.4 by the end of the lap, there's a chance. Like, we are taking big risk at the moment. not a good line out of there. 5.2 though. 5.3, 5.4, come on. This is not over. I don't know how it's not over, but it's not. We just need basically one more qualifying lap. And Leclerc is gaining in on Lewis. This is fantastic news. If they fight, surely we can win this. How good am I on fuel, actually? Oh, come on. Nose in. Oh, I should have just taken the warning. I'm going to take the warning there. A sacrifice. Oh, no. Did I get another one on the exit? No. Come on, 5.7. But they're going to use so much battery down here. Use the warning strategically. We've got to go for it. Come on, come on, come on. We need 2 more tenths. No. Come on. Did we lose much there? We didn't lose anything, apparently. This is going to be so close. This is genuinely going to be so close. Oh, that's... No! It's another penalty! I did get 2 warnings. Damn it, man. Oh, it's going to be P3. We didn't get the gap over Lewis anyway. Oh, no.
Yes, that's a podium. Excellent drive.
For God's
The whole
sake,
team
man.
have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
For God's sake. I thought we only had 1 warning. We must have got 2 at the start of the lap. I will send it through there, it's fine. And to be fair, we didn't get the gap on Lewis anyway.
The driver's standings have changed. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action. And until then,
Well,
goodbye.
I'd assumed that it was Perez that was way down the order at the end of the sprint, but no, apparently... Sorry, I assumed it was Max even. But apparently it was Perez, so Max Verstappen's actually pulled out more of a lead in the championship. 72 now, the gap, as Hamilton back into P2 overall. But there's still 5 more Grand Prix, so anyone from Sainz up is mathematically still with a shot at the title. We've jumped Lando, but there is 7 points covering Fernando, Lando, and I. Apparently all my championship fights now involve Lando Norris in one way or another. But yeah, fun sprint race. Luckily that penalty didn't actually cost me anything, because I was only going to end up in P2 anyway. It cost me a point. So I guess we'll lose sleep over that. 13.7k. Who won some points, chat? Who was that? Let's have a look. Someone's happy, at least. Cube Solver and Tossy T, congratulations on your hard-earned points. You believed in the Mat 2 and 2 bottle job, and it happened. 12 seconds of pens by the end of the race. That's a lot, but probably true. Danny Dog, thank you for the follow as well, mate. Welcome on in.
Okay, mate. So
Doubled my
unfortunately,
points.
we picked up some grid penalties, and we are going to start tomorrow's race further back than we expected. I don't know how bad it's going to get.
Yeah, Mark, we know the drill. How many more of these can we do? I think we can get them all done. Yeah, there we go. We've got all the upgrades done for next season that isn't happening. I'm looking at it, chat. We're going to start P8 anyway. I'm looking at it. I think we might as well just put all new components in the car. That way, obviously, we'll just start at the back, and it's not much of a concern. We're on to our 7th gearbox of the year. And it means, obviously, in the final few races, we've got some fresher components anyway. Control electronics. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? We may as well take the whole Monty of penalties. If I bottle it 2 bits. Welcome on in, Knights with the Fox. Hope you're doing well, mate. Right, yeah, let's remind me what colour the world actually is, first of all. And let's set up predictions then. Ready for the second race of the night. 56 more laps of COTA. This place is terrible. COTA's one of those horrible tracks where I always just assume it's much quicker of a race than it is. It's a really, really slow Grand Prix here. Where will Matt finish? You got 5 minutes, chat. Get your predictions in. Go, go, go. If you're on YouTube, just tell me. If you're on Twitch, vote some points. I get more points. I get more bits if I bottle it. That will inevitably happen anyway. Right. I think we're good. Definitely just going to wipe my nose off first. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, mate. Oh. Where do I start? We now start last. I'm going to finish P4, apparently, am I? Panda Petey, thank you for, or Petty, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome on in. Right, let's do this thing. Big race. I thought with the way the AI are down at turn 1, we may as well just start at the back. Try and get out of trouble. That's kind of because I feel like I'm just going to get turned on lap 1 otherwise. Someone is not a believer. I can't blame you, to be fair. I'm now expecting the engine failure for those 10 gifted subs, Smurf. That's what my guess is. I have hope. 7.8k on P1. You think I'm going to do a last to first? You absolute mad lad, Cam, but I appreciate the support.
The fabulous Austin in the great state of Texas.
Chaos Theory? Mate, welcome on in. So, chat, unless I'm mad, Chaos Theory and I raced on Forza close to 10 years ago. If it's the right Chaos Theory. If it's not, then I just look like a weirdo who's remembered a random name. But I raced with a guy called Chaos Theory back on Forza 6 in like 2016. Cyberwolf, thank you for the follow as well, mate. Welcome on in. That would be me. See, I remember these things. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're keeping out of trouble.
Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position.
Cam just getting random abuse hurled at him. Seems good. Cam, you're Scottish. That's why, mate, I reckon. Just tie immediately the banhammer. Oh, man. Forza 6, I was alright by the end of the game. I'm doing well, thanks, mate. I've seen you in the Rally League as well. I hope you're enjoying it. So Russell as well is starting at the back with me. But this is a legitimate last to first. No, it's Smurf, I'm joking. I like the Scots for the most part. Cam just shows up for like one stream a month and just drops banhammers like they're going out of style. It's a lovely view of the Sky game. No, it's just a white screen. Is it? It's technically a cloud, I think. Don't know what that's about. We'll skip that then. Some beautiful insight there from Crofty and Anthony Davidson. What is... Why? What is that strat, bro? There's no way we can one-stop this. Those mediums fell dead after the sprint. Why does it think we do 14 laps on a set of mediums and then do most of the race on softs? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I probably won't make up anything at turn 1 because the AI is scary here. Right, we're going to have to basically make our own entire strategy. So I reckon 16 laps on those. Have I got another set of mediums? I don't believe so. Can I remove? Right, okay. So if I go like that, and we go like... If we say... Oh, damn it. I need to add another stint. If we do like that, I guess. So we'll go to like the end of 15 on that first set. And then we'll go to like the end of 28. And then we'll go to the end of like 42. That's a 3-stop strategy, which is awfully aggressive. What other tyres have I got? How many tyre sets have I got? I've got no mediums. That's a problem. Oh, I click revert it. Damn it. You guys know the drill, though. We'll go mediums, and then we'll try and go hards. No, I'm so stupid. Right, we'll go like that, and then we'll go... Right, beautiful. We'll do that. So we'll try and take those like 16, 17 laps. We'll try and take those to about lap 40. And then obviously when the car's light on fuel, that's immediately 10 seconds quicker than what it was recommending. So someone spent 25,000 noggins on making me wear sunglasses again on stream. Hence why these beautiful things are on my face. I will end up watching the strategy anyway. Everyone else has gone softs. Why did the game recommend me mediums if everyone else is starting on softs anyway? So weird. So weird.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the
Someone,
RPM
sorry.
full start. We don't want you to bog down.
It was Bradson. He who shall not be named. Right, don't crash into George this time. At turn 1. I'm still staggered it recommended like a pit stop was viable in the sprint here. Like, it might genuinely be like a 3-stop strategy is actually the way to go, because the softs are rapid, but they fall off quick. Could be a way to make this thing very interesting, because I also don't have much faith in the hard tyres. Hit George and get a bit. For a whole bit, you're on. Don't know if that'll count.
For the time being, conditions look good.
I've got grass on my tyres. That was not worth it. I'm starting last anyway. It doesn't matter. Massive overcut incoming. Let's hope so, Campbell. George and I, we don't get to do formation laps. And there's my bit! It was well worth it. Well worth it. Right, let's go. Let's do this thing, chat. 5 red lights here for the US Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. Sonoda's gone nowhere. Oh, Magnussen really hasn't gone anywhere. Fox Adam, thank you for the follow. You've come just at the right time as we start this race. Not taking risk into turn 1, as we've already got yellows out. Hey, thanks Cab as well for the prime, mate. I appreciate it. Right, we'll immediately get the jump on Sonoda. 4 months of prime. I appreciate it, bro. So everyone else is on soft tyres, so I'm expecting them to be pretty quick, actually. Like the first 5 laps. Thanks, Yuki. You absolute nutcase. Like, where are you planning on going there if you do even complete the move? There's Norris and Perez having a battle for a mighty P13. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. There's a lot of bottles here. There's a lot of bottles due tonight. It's not going to be a good one for me. I reckon, chat, I'll go through this entire race without a penalty for corner cutting. That's my prediction. So we'll dive up the inside of the freeze. Whoa. Cold tyres are not fun. Perez is like the only other driver that's joined me on mediums, apparently.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
I thought everyone would be quick. I should have mentioned that DeFries wasn't included in that, hence why I've still overtaken him. I just want to see Albon score some more points. You reckon I'm going to see the end of this race, do you, Toast? I love the enthusiasm. Ooh, that's not a warning? Okay. 5 penalties before the end of the race is a fair estimate. As Russell has finally moved past Yuki. How has George not made up a single place on lap 1? Yeah, the AI will do that. They will just quite happily turn across your nose there. Like, I get in that position. I have no right to any space. But they will just do that. Anyway, why did you brake so early, Nico Hulkenberg? Oh!
Okay, good work. Great pass.
But the sunglasses definitely affect it slightly, yes. I'm going to have all the flat spots on F124 driving like that. Especially when Hulkenberg surprised me. Even DeFries has overtaken him. Oh, I can just hear Hulkenberg and DeFries banging wheels behind me.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake
You'll get disqualified before the 30th lap. Yeah, that seems fair. I think you can get up to like 25 seconds of penalties, to be fair, before it does anything. Well, Leclerc again clearly was aggressive off the start and got past Lewis, but whether we'll see Lewis close in again. De Vries did win the 6 hours with Imola. That was a banging race. Imola, if you missed WEC Imola at the weekend, go back, watch the highlights after this stream chat. Seriously. It was an absolute classic. It was such a good race. It had like 4 different cars that were fastest at various points. Like Porsche, Toyota, Ferrari, all could have won it at various places. Is wearing headphones better than listening to speaker? Ah! Magnussen! Come on, get on with it. I just always use headphones because obviously if I use the speakers then you can hear the game twice. But... What is that? I'm already practically alongside you. AI on this game, he's almost just completely cleared out Magnussen as well. Oh mate, you're just getting dive bombed here. No you're not. I'm not really true to my word. What, like, why? I swear the AI are worse as well in longer races. Never have faith in Ferrari. Have we not learned that from Formula 1? I am racing, yeah, the entire grid is Lance Stroll. Oh man, I'm getting tired. We're 4 laps in. Feels mad that we're only like 4 hours into the race and we're already like an hour and a half into the stream. Chat are being treated tonight. Oh, pardon me. I am Logan Sargent. I do hope not. I might be Logan Sargent. I didn't make contact with the car on the outside there. That was actually a good move. How tiring is a wheel on the F1 game? It's not too bad normally. Checo. Checo is a madman. Like, why is he P16? Like, isn't he got a championship he wants to fight for here? Oh no! First warning. That's annoying.
Gap to your teammate ahead is 4.9 seconds.
Did he do a World Endurance race, did he? I never knew that. I can see him doing something like that in the future, or IndyCar, I reckon. Yeah, I can see Sargent going to IndyCar. Because, like, I just have, like, this vision in my head of, like, IndyCar trying to sell him as, like, an F1 talent who moved to the States rather than an F1 driver who got dropped for poor performance. To be fair, that final corner often catches me out. I'm still going with my original prediction, though. It'll be like Rossi win the 500. Yeah, I can see that. And Ericsson. Sorry, Kevin. Oh, I'm really sorry, actually. I just completely squeezed him. That was like an F1 23 IRL move, that. You're on the outside, therefore you don't get space. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, a lot of drivers that do well in F2 and then struggle in F1 is because they, you know, you can't hustle a Formula 1 car around the way you can with, like, an Indy car. I think that would suit his style. Did what Alonso did to Sainz in the sprint, pretty much. Thank you.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Trying to build up more confidence with my dive bombs, chat. And let me know how you think I'm doing. I mean, we should be moving all past those kind of cars. They are much slower than us. As Albon's in the points, which is good news. Hey, welcome on in, mate. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright, thanks. I can see Prema maybe picking up Logan for next year and pairing him. I don't think Logan would go Prema, because they want someone that's been a former Prema driver. Maybe Callum Ilott and someone with IndyCar experience.
Okay,
Maybe
gap
Callum
ahead
Ilott.
is
I reckon it's going to be
2.5
two
seconds.
Callum Ilotts. What steering wheel and pedals am I using? Exclamation mark wheel. You will get the list. He did. That was the only one I was wondering whether he did do Prema and F3. I always forget about his 2020 campaign. He did barely lose out to Piastri. Yeah, F3 that year was wild. Like, I remember watching the final weekend. I think the final weekend was at Mugello that season, wasn't it? And he was like 6 drivers going into the final race of the shot. Because Sargent got screwed over really early on, didn't he, in that, if I remember correctly. F3 at Mugello was such a good combo. Piastri to IndyCar. Prema just phoned him up going, yeah, you never read the sport print in your contract. We can bring you back to anything we want. Say goodbye to Zach, boy. Just put the phone down. We did a race at Mugello last week in the F1 car and iRacing. It was so fun. Except for the fact I completely bottled it. Like, I should have won and I came P4. And I can't even do next week's iRacing, IGP race because I'm away. Which is sad. Schwartzman could be a shout, but I think he's quite happy doing the Ferrari project at the moment in WEC. He's been cooking so far this year. Like, because the AT3 did end up beating the second factory Ferrari, didn't it, I think? I know they were close towards the end. Where are you off to? I'm off to Gozo, so Malta, for 5 days. Basically just as a little holiday before F1 24. Give myself a few days off. I think since F1 23 came out, I've had 3 days in Cornwall. And that's the only sort of holiday I took. I'm staggered Norris is holding up Bottas as much as he is. Get the violins out, chat, exactly. Oh, it's so sad. You gotta sit and play games all day. And yet it won't be Hugo Toast, no chance. He's way too young. Bottas is really getting the elbows out with Lando though here. This is great to watch. So we've actually done a pretty good recovery so far, and I now feel like the mediums might be getting a bit stronger against the softs. In the future, maybe. I can see him unfortunately ending up having to do something like World Endurance. Simply because he's too tall. Ugh! I thought that was my race gone then, because Lando Norris can't make it through a corner. Hugo's been pretty quick so far, hasn't he? He's McLaren Jr. F1 2021 and the AI are horrible. The AI on F1 2021 were mental. Like, they're basically... What we saw on lap 1 of the sprint is how F1 2021's AI are on a calm day. Yeah, I'm there, Bottas, thank you. That was brave. And I've even helped Lando out in the process.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Oh, F1 CE AI. They're not even... They can't even be called AI because that implies they've got intelligence. They annoy me so much. Like, I've said I'm going to do another series on Mat 2 and 2 gameplay of that because I do want to win the World Championship on hard difficulty at some point. But boy, I am not looking forward to it. It's such an awful game. Like, people go on about it's the greatest F1 game of all time. No! No, it's awful. There's no autosave. There's no safety cars. It's like missing so much stuff. But it's just hard, so everyone thinks it's the greatest F1 game ever. It's great, like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that I have done it and experienced it. I want to, see, what I want to try and do is buy, like, a really cheap wheel for it that works on PS3. And then maybe do it on a wheel. Because I feel then it might actually be drivable and, like, survivable. But I feel like I've given you all, like, a good experience of what it's actually like. And that's kind of the other thing as well I found with F1C now, is it's kind of just become, it's basically, we get pole, and then it's basically, do we get taken out in the race? Exactly. Well, the thing is, well, I used to play the older F1 games as well. I remember playing F1 2005 on my PS2 and things like that, so... You got it. James Early, yeah, does some banging older career modes, but he mainly just does F1 Challenge. Like, I think he did like one race on F1 CE and immediately gave up with it. Say the Rain and I are brothers. Hey, fair play, mate. Have we got a new Rainmeister? Have we? If you're going to watch, who do you think is going to win the 500 this year? I mean, it's such a difficult one to call. Such a difficult one. Maybe Alex Plough this year gets that win. But, I mean, it really is anybody's game, isn't it? Teo Porcher, I reckon. He'll stay in for David Malukas. Fair play, mate. That's good going. Right, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous as well, chat, about how far the AI are going on their softs. Just starting to get nervous. And why have we got two Alpines in the top 10? Where's the F1 2024 mod when I need it? Right, oh, why? Why do they keep doing that? Every time I pull out to make an overtake. Oh, damn it. I thought that we were going to ruin our race and go into the back of my teammate. That was so scary. I think I swiped across Stroll's nose as well in the process. I genuinely thought that was game over then. I almost did a Lance Stroll whilst racing Lance Stroll. Like, Stroll literally then did what he did to Alonso in 2022 here. Or he tried to, anyway. I don't know when any of them are going to pit yet. They might go quite far. Oh, that is disgusting. Pure filth. That was like Ricciardo on Bottas, but that actually worked. I very rarely have the audacity to do something like that to the AI on this game, but that one was beautiful. As I've noticed, Albon's on mediums as well, so his pace is actually looking really good here.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Exactly, Cam. That was one of yours from iRacing. What a move! I wasn't watching. Right, come on, Alex. Make my life easy, sir. Who's got more straight line speed? Me. Not by much, though. Alex, actually. By a lot. I was basically just use Alex to work out where I need to brake. Yeah, soft tyres though are definitely going off. We're noticing the AI struggling more for grip. That's why I still feel the need to go for dive bombs everywhere.
Good job. Nice overtake.
The bottle will happen soon, don't you worry. I really don't think the hards are going to be the way to go though. I reckon we might end up being like a 2-stop on softs. Perhaps that's why the game wanted me to go softs in the sprint, to open up the strategy for the real race. I don't know. But yeah, it's certainly odd at the moment. Ugh. Is Esteban Ocon? It's allowed, chat. So Hamilton, yeah, just like we saw in the sprint then, has got back to Leclerc and has now gone past him. Alonso is actually applying pressure to Charles as well, so Ferrari have clearly got a lot of pace on lap 1, but they have no tyre saving.
4.1 seconds.
But yeah, these mediums are actually working out really nicely. Yeah, medium tyres tend to fire up better than softs. Ocon should get a time penalty for that move. It was so beautiful. No! Oh, I thought that was going to be a warning then. I think we've still only had the one warning so far, haven't we? We've done pretty well. I know by saying this I am about to get another one, but... Is it just the one warning, chat, or is it 2? Still no AI in. How far can they go? How far can I go? These mediums feel a lot better than they did yesterday. We could literally do the entire race on this set, according to that. I'm going to. Could we one-stop this? Get these to like lap 40. To be fair, I'm not even convinced it's in our best interest to one-stop. I reckon if we go like lap 28 and then do double softs to the end, probably would be in a good spot. Two-stop is definitely more fun as well. Obviously, we're not in a championship fight this series, so I'm not too worried. Have you been taking lessons from the legend that is former world champion Gary Owen? Always. You're always learning new things from Gary. Sounds a bit dodgy now. Clip it and send to Gary. No. Oh, Verstappen first car in then, as well as Leclerc and Alonso. So that's interesting. AI have pretty much gone as far as I was expecting them to.
Alexander in the pits.
I'm impressed that we're actually ahead of Alonso as well. Actually by quite a bit. So yeah, I reckon if we can get these tyres to close to 30 then, we're going to be in a good spot. I didn't actually see. I think Alonso's on another set of softs. So they're definitely two-stopping. Yeah, we're not in a bad spot here. Let's see how far Lewis can take his set. I don't know what video you're referring to, Cam, to be honest. It does seem... Like, I look over there at my camera preview. I do look a bit ridiculous, don't I?
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds.
I hate that corner, just randomly how the car can get upset sometimes. Put it in chat. You go for it, yeah. Oh, there we go. A Sainz Piastri in, and I believe... No, Lewis is staying out. So Lewis is trying to go further then. Don't tell me he's on mediums. He is! Hamilton's on mediums! So he built up a huge lead at the start and was on a tyre deficit. That's mad! Alonso's only 7 seconds behind me though, so he's going to be getting back past me quite soon. We were talking about that earlier on, about this game in VR. I have. It works quite well, I find. And that's coming off an Oculus Rift S. But I have also got a very, very powerful PC that is very good for VR, because it's got a lot of VRAM. Ah, fair enough. See, it doesn't ring any bells, Smurf. How is that not a warning? But hoping you're doing well, Coded by Theo. Welcome on in, mate. So we are slightly quicker than Lewis as well, which is good. But I got no idea what strategy he's employing today. But yeah, I think when Alonso gets back to us, there's not going to be a lot we can really do. That's pretty good going. On a laptop especially, that's really good going. iRacing, though, is so well optimized for the most part.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap.
So Team 1 I see now then. I'm intrigued to see how much further Lewis extends his stint, because we are definitely going to be doing the same. Probably also ought to change the tyres from softs. Sorry, from hards to softs. Alonso took like 3 seconds out of me that lap, okay. So soft tyres are ridiculous here then. This might genuinely be worth a 3-stop. Bottle hasn't occurred yet. No, I must admit, I've got a like, I didn't spend mega money on it, but I've got a decent laptop. I think it's got like a 3070 in it. And it is mad how good they are now. Like, when I edit videos and stuff on it, it renders some stuff so quickly. I love that, Mars. Take soft and try fastest lap. There's no point trying to go fastest lap yet. So if we went softs on lap 20 and took that, we'd have to do what, 12 laps a stint to the end. That would be mighty aggressive, but might genuinely be the play here. Oh, sorry, at the end, I get you now. I enjoy VR for sim racing, but of course I've got to obviously think about how easy stuff is to record. And ultimately, single monitor is still by far and away the easiest way of doing it. If we basically try and do 3 sets of softs to the end now, chat, this is basically going to be Michael Schumacher Magny Core. I do like the idea of, once I've got my own house, though, having like a triple monitor setup somewhere. And doing like GoPro POV or something. Like not in-game recording, IRL. That'd be quite fun. But we're a long way away from that.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Oculus Quest 2. Yeah, it sadly will not connect to your Xbox. I'm staggered Xbox haven't done something with VR yet. Apparently now everyone's building like a portable console. Which is someone that's already got a Switch and a Steam Deck. Not sure my bank balance is going to enjoy that. Here comes Alonso though. That is an aggressive dive, but he just about gets it slowed down. And poor old Charles Leclerc is going to have to follow me through the S's, I think. But yeah, we're going to 3-stop. We're going to go for it, chat. Because those soft tyres are ridiculous again now. But they fall off very quickly. So it will literally just be about trying to be as fast as we can, as Leclerc wanted to go for it there. I said absolutely not. He might get me down the hill, though. I'm not going to fight him too hard for it. Because we just can't really do a lot at the moment. Ugh, look how much grip he's got, man. Right, come on then. Go, 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 go. Thank you. Charles Leclerc. Goodbye, sir. Apparently I'm going to fight him for it. But if there's time to be had, we're going to go for it. So this would basically be the end of the sprint race now, which is quite mental. So we've actually done most of a 100% race already tonight, especially when you factor in like qualifying and free practice and stuff. Yeah, we'll box now though, I reckon. Get out of Leclerc and Verstappen's way. Don't really want to continue fighting them. Oh, there we go, nice and tidy into the pit lane. I haven't seen that. I need to check that out at some point. Yeah, I would like to try like a triple rig setup at some point, get something set up, because I would use that for like iRacing. I know F1's not well optimized for it, but it would be cool.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate.
But I just need the space.
Up to speed now.
There we go. Oh, I didn't do the limiter quickly. Right, we've got to try and make some moves then. Because it looks like Albon has been relegated out of the points. But I believe this is basically the gap we need to try and find out of Alonso. However, this is COTA, so the AI will do some weird strats. As my leg now, annoyingly, is starting to cramp up. Right, come on then, Albon. Immediately, we've got slightly fresher tyres, and we know what the deficit could be like. How is that not a warning? But we've made the move, and that's all that matters. Cramp 212 might be returning, chat. It's actually in my thigh, though, which is very annoying. Oh, we got battles going on. Alpines up in front. Oh, contact! Alpine Civil War. Perez and I got a good view. What is Perez doing? What is that? Come on, guys. Work this out. Perez has jumped out of my way. Have these two pit? I think they have, surely. They both seem to be struggling. Come on, Ocon, drive quicker, man. I'm sure you hear that a lot. Right, come on. We're really trying to set ourselves up for a good slingshot at the final corner. Oh, come on. Don't put me in a wall. Don't run into the back of Pierre. It's Ocon, so I'm happy to go aggressive. The other thing I had forgot about is whether we get a safety car, which doesn't happen much in this series, but it is still a possibility. I mean, the grip advantage, even from 5-lap fresher tyres, is mind-blowing. I mean, look at that. I know the Alpine's not a particularly great car in this series. The advantage you can get is just sickening. Down the inside. We'll have the DRS as well, thank you. And up into P7 again. So we've got 10 seconds up to Piastri up the road. I reckon we can be there pretty soon. The game still wants me to go to almost like 50 on this set. Little does it know, that is not happening. See what fast lap we can set that. I don't actually know what fastest lap is so far. I mean, look at that, Hamilton. He's almost under pressure from Alonso now. So the mediums aren't working. Like, it's not that the mediums aren't working, it's just the softs work too well here. That's the problem we've all got. No, that was close. Oh, that's not close, that is a warning. Damn it, man.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 8.
Perez, yeah, really did just give that problem to me, and luckily we found a solution very quickly. The answer was 2 dive bombs. This like is going to be such a race of strategy, though, or whether we end up with like an eggy safety car. Thought that was going to be a warning then, man. I now predict 6 seconds of penalties by the end of the race. See, what you got to think, though, when I get penalties on this game, is that often it takes me quite a while to get the first, and then they just start kind of ramping up. 2 dive bombs equals or is greater than DNF. Getting quicker still, man. Look at that. I mean, we've already gone, what, 3 seconds clear of Oscar? In a lap and a sector? It's mad. It's absolutely mad just how quick these tyres can be, but also how quickly they fall off. That's why we're 3-stopping. Because you can capitalise on them so well. As that's not fastest lap. Hey, Paulos, mate. How you doing? You still league racing? I hope you're well, mate. So, chat, for those of you that don't know, I believe I raced Paulos on F122? In the one season I did a WOR then, I believe. How you getting on, mate? You still in WOR and stuff? Makes me realise just I've met a lot of people league racing over the years. Think you'll waffle. It is Trap Paulos, yep. Hey, fair play, mate. Tier 4's good going. Oh, he's moved teams, has he?
Okay,
I don't know if these are the softest tyres. The F1 game doesn't really simulate that, I don't think. So whatever tyres were the softer IRL, but it doesn't really work like that in the game, I don't think. I'm pretty certain in game it just has soft, medium, hard. It doesn't really take into account the IRL tyres. It might do, actually, but I just don't know. I've certainly never noticed it if it does. There's Fernando Alonso then, now into the lead of the US Grand Prix, so that... Hey? Oh, it's because I got a warning, wasn't it? Okay. So Hamilton's strat is really not working. Hence why we did not stay on it. I'm just waiting for something ridiculous, like Hamilton does 35 laps on a set of softs and his pace never slows down or something. I mean, he can't do 35 laps, there's not enough laps left, but you know what I mean. Wonder what happened to Sheepshagger. That is, I completely forgot about Sheepshagger. I wonder as well. You'd think it would do that, but you wouldn't know. The rainbow colour tyres were so cool. They were so bad. Like, people go on about bringing a bike. They were terrible for, like, new fans and stuff. They had such stupid names, but they were cool. Like, I think if F1 didn't... Like, I get obviously why they do tell us, but I think it would be so much easier on F1 side of thing if they just went, you get soft, medium, hard each weekend, and no one knew what C compound they were. What I reckon F1 should do is your, say, given. Obviously, the C3, I guess you'd need twice as many as the rest. And no, even then you wouldn't. But I reckon what they should do is at the start of the year, you basically say, yeah, I don't know, 15 sets of each tyre. Or 15... No, it'd have to be less than that, wouldn't it? 6? 7 Grand Prix where you can bring each set of tyre. So say towards the end of a year, you might have to bring, like, the C1, the C2, and the C5 or something. Because you haven't got enough allowance left. I mean, it wouldn't work, obviously, with the current colour combinations. But it would be quite funny. So you're basically given an allotment of tyres for the year. Never mind the weekend. Tyre Wars, don't bring them back, Smurf. Tyre Wars is the easiest way to kill a racing series. Like, it's so stupid. Name me a motorsport series that was better because there was a tyre war. It's never happened. Prime and Option in 2010 was good. So your iRating on iRacing, I'm about 2k, I'm not very good. You're mad. No, but that's the thing though, people go on, oh, wouldn't it be great if there was a rival to Pirelli? No! No, it wouldn't! It's so stupid. If tyres are being done by an independent company, they should have no effect on how well a race team does. That's always my logic. Tyre wars, but imagine you accidentally screw one of your drivers over because the other one has got better tyres all year. Oh, you close up to Piastri then. Pretty quick. It's actually not big a gap between everyone towards the front. Oh, Piastri defending. It's actually fired it in. There's an apex there, Oscar. Don't know if you ever heard about it. So I'll fly past him on the exit.
Nice move.
Oh,
Good
the
job.
tyre concept thing as well, I suppose. It's pretty mad. Either way. Bernie's greatest idea that never got implemented, chat, was he wanted to make it like a medal table. So it was basically every year the world champion would be decided by who has the most wins. Which I believe, and I could be wrong, but I think only really affects 2 drivers. Which I believe would be Hamilton would win 2016, and Raikkonen would win 2005. Now I say that out loud though, I think Keke Rosberg also wouldn't have won 1982. Artificial wet racing, and he wanted like tiny 30cm walls on the white lines at every track. Like, imagine that. Drivers can't make a mistake all year. nice to see that Piastri and I think actually it's Perez now having a battle, not his teammate. I was gonna say, if that Alpine civil war is still going on, that's quite crazy. I mean, we're not far away from Fernando now. This tyre gamble so far has paid off quite nicely. But we also aren't that far away from pitting again. And I'm noticing these tyres aren't starting to fall off a bit. But so is everyone else's. So I guess it'll depend on what they do. I think what will make things really interesting is if they now all go like mediums to the end. Because then effectively we've got to try and make up an entire pit stop. Spike strips in the runoff. I feel like as soon as a driver gets castrated, that will be a problem. Oh, there we go. Speaking of which, Hamilton, first one in. So what tyres is he going on to the end of the GP? Is he going on tyres to the end of the GP? Surely he's going to bolt on a set of hards. Surely. No way he goes softs. Because if he goes soft, he's gone softs. He's going to go to the end on a set of soft compound tyres. You just know it. It's so dumb. I'm pitting later than Lewis, and I'm going to do an extra stop over him. We do still have 2 sets of fresh soft compound tyres. I think they might have done like 1 qualifying lap. That's it. Arrow Racing Boy, thank you for the follow as well, mate. What do you like more? iRacing or the F1 game? They're 2 very different games. I enjoy them both. I like being able to switch between them, I think is the thing. Like, the F1 game does a very, very good career mode job. iRacing does a very, very good simulator driving job. They fit 2 completely different markets. I certainly know which one I'd rather play on a controller. And it's not iRacing. Although I do know a guy who's genuinely got like 6k iRacing only ever using a controller. But he's mad. Right, come on then, Verstappen. Actually having a decent race out so far. Has Lewis, I didn't check, has he come out in front of George? Or not George, sorry, Ocon. He must have, yeah. Come on, Max, give me some room. Oh. What's going on here? Banging wheels up towards turn 1, but we'll make it happen. Yeah, iRacing is also hugely expensive, which people don't factor in. But I do feel like the experience is worth the cost.
Alexander's coming in for his stop now.
Why would you need 1 shot? Oh, well, do you want me to go back through my how to make the Monaco Grand Prix great rant about reverse championship order, 1-shot quali, all that kind of thing? iRacing is very cheap compared to real racing. That's also very true. But you can also get, I mean, if you're tight for money, of course, you can get very good sim racing experiences for a lot cheaper than iRacing as well. Let's do the Monaco rant, new viewers, and that. So, how to make the Monaco Grand Prix great, ladies and gents, by Matt212. First of all, teams with enough history, they can run classic liveries, make it a real show. Thursday can be all the livery reveals and that kind of thing. Make it spicy, make it entertaining. Give it a bit of a throwback. The McLaren Golf Williams livery inspired that. Second, for qualifying, the teams, they are given a ridiculously soft set of tyres. Like, we're talking, it'll do 1 flying lap. Qualifying is a 1-shot affair. Every driver gets 1 lap, and they go out in reverse championship order. That way, if you lead in the championship, unless there's rain, you do get a slightly more weathered-in circuit. Or rubbered-in circuit, sorry, I should say. Then, obviously that will mean every single team gets to show off their new livery, and every single driver gets one chance to make it special. Qualifying would still take about an hour, because of course you'd have a driver go out, do a lap, and then as they were coming on their in lap, the next driver would go out and start their lap. It would make it entertaining. Sunday's race, make it 50 laps. It doesn't need to, it's not even a full Formula 1 Grand Prix anyway in terms of actual distance. So it doesn't need to be either. Make it 50 laps, make it a bit more dramatic.
Okay,
There you go.
the car
Monaco
ahead
Grand
is
Prix fixed.
1.5 seconds.
The Slitter Gaming. Thank you for the follow. Are those Bottle Job 2 and 2 glasses? Maybe. Welcome on in, Beastie. Hope you're well, mate. iRacing, yeah, you certainly get a lot of IRL drivers as well, which is cool. Have you been to Thorpe Park? No, I haven't, weirdly enough. I'm not big on roller coasters. I don't mind them, but... Will we also get a Mat 2 and 2 supermarket story? If the right anecdote comes up, we will discuss. Right, we're going to box the end of this lap though, chat.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Oh, no, not mediums, please. We'll fix that down the back straight. So Lewis then is only 10 seconds behind me again. And he's flying. That's how ridiculous those soft tyres are around here. Oh, so we have only got used sets to the end, but I believe they all do one lap in qualifying. So I don't think it's the end of the world. Slightly concerned we didn't get all the way to the front, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Sunglasses stay on during sex. Exactly. Why would someone get to look into my eyes? You know the drill, Nick. I've got the CSL Elite V2 pedals. It's a good wheel setup. I think it's probably still one of the better bang for your buck setups on the market. Especially if, like me, you still occasionally play Xbox and PlayStation. They are low cell, yeah. Right, into the pits will come then. Oh, Charles Leclerc in as well. That's interesting. Can we gain any time on Charles? I did 50! Oh, man. We're gonna have a drive-through. Stop-go, sorry, on our final stop. That absolutely said I was doing 50 miles an hour there. And I refuse to believe otherwise. And we won't even jump Charles anyway.
Okay, let's go now. Come on.
Nope, of course not. We've actually lost time to him. Of course. Get your bottle emojis in, chat. It was always going to happen at some point, but at least I can get rid of this penalty before the end. So, how much of an undercut will Leclerc and I get on Alonso now? It's the real question. And Hamilton, he's gone from 10 seconds behind to 10 seconds in front. I really hope that final set of used tyres isn't the set I've just come off of. I don't think it is, but it wouldn't surprise me on this game if it was. They are the Bottle Job 2 and 2 classes, absolutely. But normally it gives you leeway if you're doing that, as that was a very odd sound from the car. Charles Leclerc, what are you... Oh no, to be fair, he got it stopped. I thought he was about to fly off then. But he did get it stopped. We can't really afford to battle each other, though, too much. Because we're both trying to jump Alonso, who is staying out. How far is Alonso planning on taking those tyres? Does he want a one-stop from here to the end? I mean, Leclerc might as well, to be fair. This is a really odd little race, but it is fascinating. Need channel points to grab myself the bottom of the moat. Williams on P3. Carelines, man. We've got a quick car. We came P3 in the sprint. And we're going to immediately jump Leclerc for P3 in the Grand Prix as well.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Oh, Coiler, welcome on in, mate. Hope you're doing well. so satisfying on new tyres, the grip you got through there. So if Alonso wants to stop once more between now and the end, we've got to try and take almost 20 seconds out of him, which would be a second a lap pretty much. That's a lot. And obviously we got that 5-second penalty. But I did take 8/10 out of him there in 2 corners. We won't really know what's going on in this race until the final few laps. Hey, no worries, Toast, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I appreciate it, O'Coiler. Welcome to a stream for a change. Should have been P1 in the sprint, but Penn's 2-1-2. I might have shot myself in the foot right at the end of the sprint. But I got a good feeling about the race. I'm starting to believe, chat. I mean, we've taken like 4 seconds out of Fernando on this lap. Why isn't he pitting yet? 35.2. I mean, there's only a second clear of what Lewis did, to be fair. When you get a good feeling, we know what happens. Exactly. The worst feeling I can have on F1 is feeling good. Yeah, I threw away 1 point in the sprint. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Oh, that was almost penalty. No! Oh, man. Well, I'm impressed I made it this far into the GP, and that's such a bogus final warning. It was always going to happen, though. Just really hope that doesn't come back to haunt me later on. Throw away my noggin points. I was literally saying about when I feel good on this game, bad things happen. And immediately then that happens. So Hamilton and Alonso are getting very close together as well. So we might all converge soon. But I feel like it can't be long before Alonso pits, surely. It could still be worse, exactly. There's a lot still that can happen. Wonder if Alonso and Hamilton are trying to use all their experience to save the tyres. Oh, how did we get the... I love the way when you get a warning, it doesn't make you eligible for the fastest lap that time. If you get a penalty, yeah, you're fine. It will get worse. I will pretty much put money on the idea that I will end up with at least 6 seconds of pens. It always goes downhill. Somehow not a warning. Favorite GT3 car? On iRacing, I like the Merc or the BMW are my go-tos. Yeah, I did get a 5-second penalty for doing 50 miles an hour into the pit lane. What's the pit lane speed limit, you ask? 50 miles an hour. Yeah, the gap to Lewis is coming down less and less each lap. Fernando's still losing a lot. Well, I reckon he is trying to basically go to the end from here. Because neither of them still pitting. I think they are starting to shoot each other in the foot, but shoot themselves in the foot, though, not each other. Celebrity crush? What on earth are we going down into tonight, chat? Well, I'll put it this way. It was pretty famous news that literally yesterday she's single again. And Last 2 and 2 has given me permission. If ever the opportunity came up, she would not blame me. I'm allowed Ana de Armas.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.3 seconds.
Is this Monaco? No. How are you reading chat and casually putting in fast laps? It's my job. I gotta be able to read chat and do this. And talk over it, don't forget. Do you have the Audi GT3? I think I've got all the GT3 cars with the exception of the Ford and maybe the McLaren. And I think the BMW Z4. You know when a woman gives you permission for anything, it's a trap. Exactly. Favourite Le Mans car? I mean, the Mazda 787B is just an icon, isn't it? I'm trying to think. I'm probably forgetting some others. I thought that was engine failure. Honestly, I got so scared then for a split second.
Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
The curbs are basically the Monaco flag, or the Polish flag, depending on how you look at them. Or the Indonesian flag. So basically now, chat, we've got a sprint race left of this race. Ebadino, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome on in. It'll be 10 subs to the engine failure. I had completely forgot about that, Smurf. Are you doing... We're doing career mode, yep, exactly. So basically, we're doing a career mode in the Williams, 100% races, with strict corner cutting. Unfortunately, this is still only Season 1. We've made the car very competitive, but we're not in a championship fight, because I've been a terrible streamer on this game. If you have any questions, though, about the sport, you've come to the right place. We're not quite on max AI anymore. I think we're on... I think on this series we're still on 106 or 107. It's not quite max. After what happened in Baku early on in the season, where we were like 6 seconds a lap slower in the rain.
Okay,
I'm going to pit again.
5 seconds.
We are pitting again in approximately 5 laps. As Alonso and Hamilton, that's what we want to see. Those two going to war. Valinar as well, thank you for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. I don't know if we've quite reached 6,100 followers yet, chat, but if you aren't already and you are enjoying the stream, it will be greatly appreciated. We're aiming for 10k by the end of the year.
Hamilton's just taken the lead.
Hamilton Alonso duking it out, though. The AI, yeah, the thing is with the AI is sometimes they're rapid in the wet, other tracks they're awful. Baku, they're just nuts on this game anyway. What do you think about the Aussie touring cars? I preferred the old generation, I'll be honest. I preferred the old gen. The new gen are basically just slightly more circuit optimized NASCARs, which is a shame. How long have you been playing F1? Oh, most of me life, on and off. Tell him the sub goal. I'm aiming for 200 Twitch subs. If I get 200 Twitch subs, we start on OnlyFans. Can you dream all the tracks? Probably quite easily, I would have thought. I don't, but I could. So I don't know if Alonso picked up damage in that little battle with Lewis, but he seems to be really slow now. So we've got to try and get past him, but I want to see if he's got wing damage. Doesn't look like it. I broke way too early there. Does he have wing damage? No, he doesn't. Okay. Get round him still. Down around the outside of turn 2. The AI is scary here. They will turn in. Round the outside will go. And Fernando Alonso. And back into P2. That was a critical move, as Hamilton seems to be getting quicker again on those tyres. Right, Reese's Pieces. Sorry. And Mimi Beans and Ice Marius. Thank you all for the follows. This Reese's Pieces never followed me. Can you race F1 on main panorama? Not IRL. Seems like the glasses don't prevent you from getting penalties. I do. I was gonna say, because I thought Twitch had like prevention to stop people just unfollowing and following over and over. Main panorama is scary in a Formula 1 car. It would probably be quite a boring race though. Oh no. Don't get a penalty, don't get a penalty, don't get a warning. Wonderful. Why is Lewis now so fast again, man? I'm getting a little bit nervous. Who's your favourite driver and team? Lewis. It's my favourite driver, and I guess for now Mercedes. But I'm still slightly nervous for the idea that I'm going to have to be a Ferrari fan next year. The girlfriend is looking forward to it as a Charles Leclerc fan. Until, of course, Leclerc and Hamilton fight for a world championship. And then she's sad when Lewis beats him. But yeah. So Jensen, yeah, did do a lap in, I think it was the MP4-25, I want to say. Might have been the MP4-28, actually. But it was like a 1 minute 40. Should have moved on to a bigger YouTuber by then, anyway. We were talking about this earlier on, Cam. Inside the F1 space, though, she's either got Jan or Ben or Arava, we think. Who do you think is the best current F1 driver? It's difficult to argue with Max's form. As much as I grit my teeth saying that. So we're boxing in at the end of that 43, chat. But I'm scared that Lewis is going to the end and his pace actually seems quite decent. And obviously we're going to lose 5 seconds thanks to our penalty. When is Alonso pitting, though? What's the other bit?
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Why on earth would last week to go to a FIFA streamer? Apart from... Oh, damn it. Oh, man. That was so dumb. That's got to be the dumbest warning I picked up all night. Oh, no, that one is... We haven't got a penalty? I thought that was going to be another pen. Oh, these tyres are starting to go. How am I not even keeping up with Lewis? I bet he's telling Bono his tyres are gone.
It's Hamilton ahead, and gap to the car in front is 1.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1:37.3. Okay, so you're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths.
So Lewis does not have to pit again, I don't think. I didn't believe he would. The AI like to go for a ridiculous one-stop on this game sometimes. Once I do get one warning, it always just leads to another one. Which leads to another one. Which leads to another one. I honestly thought then as soon as I said that, Lewis was going to dive into the pit lane. Thing is, if Lewis, like, if this was a real Formula 1 driver, he should pit now. It makes so much sense strategically. Because he's basically been able to get the jump on everyone by going so far. Like, so even if he pit now, at least he'd be on a level playing field. Like, clearly he's got the pace. But he won't. I mean, to be fair, I say all this. 20 seconds. It's going to be 25 seconds, isn't it? In, what, 12 laps is going to be a tall order anyway. Going to need 2 seconds a lap out of him. Well, I do need to be ahead before we pit. Which I'm hoping is about to happen here. T. George, welcome on in, mate. Hope you're doing well. See, Lewis, you see then, he moves out slightly and then goes, oh, I'm losing this place, so tucks back onto the line. And then, hang on, did he break that late? Should have been a warning. Oh, sorry, Lewis. He kind of just, again, throw the I'm on the inside, therefore it's my corner tactic. Thing as well, it's not even at the end whether we can get past Lewis, it's whether we can get past him and 3 seconds. Which, at the moment, I don't know. How well he's hanging on to those tyres. And of course the fact that I'm going to be pushing and still... yeah. Oh, this has ended up being a really, really interesting race. There's Leclerc and Alonso and Verstappen in. So they're all boxing once more, which is good. That's 3 cars I don't have to overtake. But Lewis has been on those soft tyres longer than any of them. Piastri's 20 seconds back on a set of mediums. Leclerc's gone hards. Ferrari, what is that? Ugh. If they've all gone hards, our life is suddenly made a whole lot easier. Like, so I think we're only going to have to overtake Oscar and Carlos before we get back to Lewis. Tell you what, if Stevie Wonder can drive that fast, then I'm very impressed. Why do Ferrari always do a Ferrari strat on this game? Like, Sainz at Qatar pit on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Even with the penalties, I think we've got a shot still. Like, we're about to get rid of 5 seconds worth. It's as long as I don't get another 3-second time penalty. And I've got to make sure I slow the car down into the pit lane this time. Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. I had no idea. It didn't give me a speed warning, so I just had to brake loads. I gained on old tyres, but Lewis's tyres were even older, so it was fine. Oh. Why was soft tyres slower in China? I expect soft to always be better. Because, basically, the soft tyres would be quick, but they would also just absolutely get eaten away. So the grip on them would fade off so quickly. Right, so we've come out right behind Leclerc. So Sainz has gone hard. Why has everyone gone hards? Including Piastri. Everyone has gone hard tyres at the end of this Grand Prix with the exception of myself and Lewis Hamilton. So we need 26 seconds over the next 12 laps. We need 2 seconds a lap, chat. Every lap between now and the end. This is going to be a tall order. But we have got such a tyre advantage over him that I want to believe. Maybe he'll box now and kill the hype. Who knows? You need to get past Leclerc first, though. Come on, Charlie. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, Charles wants to defend it. Can we switch him? The AI is so good on the brakes there. He'll hand me the inside line for the next corner. Almost banging wheels, but we made it through cleanly. Right, go, 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 go. That's the only thing I can think of, because the AI started on softs, whether they've ran out of them. Yeah, I suppose none of them have gone away from the softs, have they? So some of them have had to. Right, so the gap to Lewis now, 20.9. Tech tyre wear on this set, they're fine. I can already feel it, yeah, look at that, less than 10%. So they did 1 qualifying lap. So if anything, we just got rid of the horrible cold bit at the start. So 20.9 at the start of the lap. This needs to be under 19 seconds. I mean, look at the grit we've got through there. Don't get a warning on the exit there. I mean, this, to be honest, for Lewis as well, is about trying to keep him in the championship hunt. Although it's not mathematically over here, if Verstappen obviously finishes 5th and Lewis wins, the gap will be down to less than 60. Which sounds like a lot with 4 races to go, but it's been reliably coming down by that much recently. Max has had no pace since pretty much Zandvoort when he won. I don't think he's qualified higher than about 6th place since before the summer break. He's often better in the race, but yeah, he's got no pace in qualifying. Can we also just appreciate 45 laps into this race, not a single retirement so far. Everyone is still running with 10 laps to go. So we needed the gap to be under 19. It's 17.5. That was 3 seconds out of Lewis that lap. And a 1:34.3. Yeah, Lewis is leagues in front of the rest of the AI. He's done very well in that regard. But he always does on this game, and then his tyres fall off towards the end. I wouldn't say Red Bull fall off every season. I've had some career modes where they've remained quite competitive. Co-op's the funniest one. They're unironically slower than Alfa Romeo, and we have no idea how. Because neither Gary or I have been in an Alfa Romeo or in a Red Bull. All career mode. Any reason why you pick Williams? I like the team IRL, honestly, and they've got so much history in the sport that I always want to try. Like, I pretty much do it every other game. I try and get Williams back to the top of the Formula 1 world. Because I haven't achieved it this year, I'll probably do this series again on F1 24, but actually try and stream it more. But if we can keep taking 3 seconds a lap out of Lewis, this hopefully is going to be a lot better for us. Although, again, he might actually be under some pressure from Leclerc towards the end. We're only going a second clear of Charles. Is that lap? Oh, damn it. For God's sake, man. We took 3 seconds out of Lewis, but we've got a 3-second penalty. Suboptimal. I mean, I think there's, like, groups on, I think, like, Facebook and stuff, even, or Reddit, that will, like, you can just put in there about how you want, like, a co-op partner, and you say what nights you can do and stuff. 20 points off. Oh, man. Oh, this lap we're not going to take as much out either. Pace is definitely not as good as it was. Ten channel points until I get the bottom of the vote. Yeah, this time around it looks like it's only going to be 2.5 seconds to Lewis, which is still mind-boggling, but I keep thinking that AlphaTauri as well as him. But I'm guessing it's Nick de Vries. Oh no, we still took close to 3, to be fair. We're still cooking.
Caution, caution.
Oh, yellows. Oh, it's the AlphaTauri. Damn it! Come on, man. Why break down now? You've done so far in this race. I mean, Nick de Vries, to be fair, is like half a lap behind anyone. Probably should have just brought that car to the pit lane, sir. Imagine a safety car now, how much that would screw us. Like, a safety car now would be the end of our hopes and dreams.
Green flag.
Don't see someone else is breaking down. No. "16 seconds over 8 laps. We need 2 seconds a lap. Oh, I forgot about Leclerc as well, yeah. 6 seconds is added, yeah, at the end of the race. So we need to beat Lewis by 6 seconds if we want to win this. And, yeah, I've got to still got to think about Leclerc. I like the fact, despite everything that's gone on in this race, it still ended up Hamilton, Leclerc, and I top 3. Like, exactly the same as the sprint. I also like the fact how we've had quite a few different leaders in this race. Leclerc led a bit. Oh, come on, Matt. Leclerc led a bit. Hamilton's obviously led quite a bit. Alonso led. I've led. It's been quite good. 2 seconds out of Lewis that time. Is his pace getting quicker again? I think it might be. I've got no battery now. How many more to 9 seconds? I refuse to get 9 seconds. Lewis might have passed the 25%. Lewis has been on those tyres for more than 25 laps. He's definitely over the 25% wear. He's trying to do... I think he's done 20 laps on those tyres already. Like, they're wrecked. He's trying to one-stop this race. For reference, I'm on a 3-stop. And most people are on a 2. The thing is, it's not even about getting past him now. It's about building up the gap. Another 2.4 seconds out of him that lap. Can't you ask Mark or something? You can't find out tyre percentage. It just says how old his tyres are. But I know he pit at the end of lap 27. He's basically trying to do exactly half and half on each set. So we've got Leclerc out of the range, which is good. What I should have done is modded Max Verstappen out of this series at the halfway stage of the season, just so we actually had a good fight. No, so that's the thing, human Pokedex. You or I, no, you can't one-stop this race. AI, do whatever they like. Like in Qatar, some of the AI, their tyres genuinely I think would have been about 130% wear if I'd done the strategy. I reckon next lap then we hopefully are going to get the move. Lewis, it's been a valiant effort on both sets of wrecked tyres. But I do not get why he didn't pit when I did. It's in the advantage he had over everyone else. He's traded what was either going to be a win or a P2, an easy win or P2, to what might now be quite a risky P2 if Leclerc can get to him by the end. I take the penultimate corner so cautiously, yeah. It's just such a horrible corner to try and get right. Like, genuinely, I've driven, like, with no line for so many years. Still no idea. I've got no reference point there, I just guess every single time. Like, it's just such a nondescript, horrible corner. Oh, we're not quite going to get DRS. That's a shame. Oh. I tell you what, though, if Lewis suddenly turns up the pace again now, I'm going to be so sad. He looks so zesty with those glasses. I will happily admit, they're a bit of an odd choice for a stream like this, but someone early on spent 25,000 points, which makes me have to wear them for an entire race. It's a shame that they obviously do look ridiculous wearing them for something like this, because I'm actually noticing now the benefits of having like the slightly darker screen towards the end of this race. Like, my eyes certainly feel less fatigued than normal. Alright, come on then, we've got to get Lewis down towards turn 1. This reminds me... Oh! That makes life easier, thank you! Okay.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
I mean, I did nothing there, Mark, but we'll take it. Dragonflies as well. Thank you for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Huh.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel.
Gonna be
remaining.
just
5
under
laps of
6
fuel
seconds ahead. Ted, thank you for the follow, man. Hope you're doing well. A little bit hurt. I followed you on Twitch for years, but welcome on in, buddy. And Rook Life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've streamed on Twitch for like a year, man. I'm doing well, thanks, mate. We're almost at the end of a 100% F1 race. I've got to try and get another 4 seconds over Lewis. I'm not very consistent with it, Ted. That's the problem. We have... Hopefully this is going to be an easy finish, though. From the back of the grid, let's not forget. The 3-stop strategy today. We decided on it early on. It might be about to work wonders. Is it possible to stream on YouTube or anything above 1080p? I believe YouTube supports 4K. I don't believe Twitch does, but YouTube supports pretty much anything. But you're going to need really good internet if you want to stream in 4K. Really good internet that I do not have. No! Oh, that's a warning. I thought that was a penalty. I have 8k on me winning. I'm just going to stop. When are we going to see you back on Forza then? Oh, bro. I've never even purchased Forza 8, and it seems like the best choice of my life. I was so tempted to get back into it, and then, like, all the hype for the game that was non-existent, I was like, yeah, I'm not playing that. I feel everyone that has bought it deserves their money back as well from everything I see. Like, if the online worked properly and everything, and, like, there was a competitive scene, I could be tempted to come back for some stuff. But it just seems so broken. The AI just weak here. They're wildly inconsistent. The AI here. Must be the new update, I mean. It's better than it was at launch, but online is still pretty janky. That's the thing, like, playing Forza Motorsport, I've got no interest in anything else other than competitive online racing. And it was kind of like, what if I was always going to wait to kind of sort of see how others got on with it, and then kind of maybe then jump in. But yeah, I've just seen this an absolute dumpster fire. So I was happy that was £80 I saved myself from spending. Especially, there was a tiny bit of salt involved as well. Because I know a couple of the guys that now work with like Turn 10 and stuff. And I was like, oh, if I can get a cheeky review code, then it's all well worth it. And then I didn't. There was a part of me as well. It was like, I'm not buying it. It was kind of like, I'm not paying for the game. Disgusting. But no. Forza Motorsport 6 is good. Forza Motorsport 7 is alright. But Forza Motorsport 5 is rogue. Like, I went through that terrible kind of influencer thing where I was like, with Forza Motorsport, I was like, I just don't want to pay for it. Oh, the old Xbox Forza 6 tonight. Oh, bro, Forza 6 was such a good game. Are the servers even up for it anymore? I don't even think they are. Actually, they might be. I don't know if Forza takes down their servers. I know they do on the Horizon games, but I don't know if they do on the Motorsports. Right, we've got the gap over to Lewis now. But we'll wait and see. That's the problem, like, they said all this stuff about how they built the game from the ground up. And it was pretty much clear instantly that that's not true. And that annoyed me with it as well. Because if they built it from the ground up and it was still fairly janky, but at least you could tell it was completely different, I could have been tempted. But at the end of the day, they're also a developer that's funded by Microsoft, one of the biggest companies in the world. If they can't make a game work on their own native hardware, why should anyone buy it? Hamilton's tyres are hitting a cliff, yeah. It is over for Lewis. He might not even get a podium. Like, I get that obviously Forza now are... I mean, I'm staggered they're still even churning out a motorsport game. Because all the interest is on Horizon. It's where all the player base is and things like that. Have you tested F124? I have not played F124 yet. I've played as much F124 as you have. If they fix the penalty system alone, I might consider it. Well, that's the thing, like, especially with like proper competitive racing. You don't need a penalty system because most people are good. The fact that they've got such a problem with people being lunatics anyway is a shame. And people are always like, oh, well, the penalty system will fix that. Clearly it hasn't, because people don't care. There's no kind of negative thing that happens from it. Oh, you finished lower in that race. If you crash into people anyway, you don't care.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Again, though, I've judged fuel pretty well today, which I'm happy with. But 1 more lap to go then, here from COTA. This has been a pretty wild one, and I'm hoping as long as I don't get another penalty.
Okay,
I mean, we have got the gap, just. Yeah, I'm hoping if we can just nail this final lap, even if we do get another penalty. It looks like Williams. I don't remember the last time I won a race in this series, honestly. I'm thinking back. It wasn't Qatar. It wasn't Japan. It wasn't Monza. It wasn't Zandvoort. It definitely wasn't Belgium. When did I last win a race in this series? I don't know if I have. I think I've won 1. Did I win Monaco? I feel like I won Monaco. That being said, though, Leclerc now, that gap's under 9, so I can't get a penalty. Hamilton's dropped down to P4, so any hopes of trying to take points out of Max in the championship have all but evaporated here. But making our way up the back straight for the final time. 75 laps of Texas tonight. It has been a brutal evening of racing, but hopefully it's going to all be worth it as we navigate our way through the final few corners. I thought someone was breaking down then. I honestly thought I was going to get a mechanical failure here, ladies and gents. But as we round our way through, we are going to survive the US Grand Prix. And it is going to be a very, very... It might well be the last win we ever have on F123. Making our way through the final corner, though. It is P1 here at Texas. Boy, oh boy, that one feels hard-earned. Oh, man, that was tiring. Penalty last corner. I almost got it in the penultimate corner. Do you want to know the best thing about that, chat? Do you want to know the best thing about that? I can take the sunglasses off. Oh, Smurf with the 5 gifted as well. Thank you very much, buddy. Uncle Girth, Swift Areno, Amansuki, Ben, and Wavy all get a sub. Swift Areno can spam those bottle emojis now.
All love to see an overtake as a Formula 1 fan, and we've got those by the bucket load.
Lewis on a 1-stop there was mental.
A show-stopping
With
performance
my channel
from
points,
the
you would need them
three
next stream.
drivers approaching the podium
Oh
right
no.
now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Fed's got to play catch-up, man. Oh, I'm happy with that. Genuinely, I don't know the last time we won a race this series. I have to check that out quickly. I think that might be like the second win of the entire series. I think we won Monaco, but I don't know if we won any other race. So congratulations if you voted on P1. If you had some faith in me. Let's have a look. How's it looking? How's it looking? Presto and ZL Toasty. 16,000 points won at the end of what has been a very, very fun evening. I've enjoyed that one. I'll be honest, chat. I was a little bit reluctant going into COTA, but I'm happy. I'm happy we've survived it. One more sprint weekend to go.
So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Miss Monaco.
It's time to see how
I don't know why I miss Monaco in this series. I'm certainly still male. Hey, thank you very much, Nunch. You come just at the end of the stream, mate, but thank you very much.
But with more races lined up, be sure to join us.
Settle Toasty won the bet. He's never even put a message in. Oh man, 91 minutes. That was brutal. I didn't realise everyone 3-stopped, to be fair. Apart from Lewis and Fernando. But we made it work in the end by 2.5 seconds. We are very, very happy. And Alex Albon picks up some good points for the team as well. So happy, happy days. I'm doing well, thanks, mate. Hopefully you are. What have you been streaming tonight? I assume F1. So Verstappen now then 4 races to go. A 70-point lead over Hamilton. So that gap is still coming down. We've opened up a little bit of a lead over Fernando and Lando. Could we beat Russell by the end of the year? P6 overall. Second best Brit, I would absolutely take. Constructors-wise, we're ahead of McLaren. So, I mean, Alex here is only 16 points behind Oscar as well. Hey, where were you racing, Nunch? Thanks for the follow as well, mate. Yeah, I think sensibly we're in the best position we can be constructors-wise. But Drivers' Championship, I reckon we can still get the better of George by the end of the season there. But last to first, that is pretty mental. Any other big movers? I guess Perez did quite well, but he should have done. George did quite well as well, but he should have done. Lando Norris went nowhere in that race. That is staggering as well. But thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we will be back when Formula 1 returns ready for the Mexican Grand Prix.